A list of the richest populated countries, kingdoms and principalities on the planet in 2070. The countries with the highest GDP per capita PPP. Here is the list of top 10 richest countries in the world. Austria. The Alpine nation has a population of about 8.7 million people with a healthy per capita income of 48,194. Which is about 4 times higher than the per capita income for the average person globally. At number 9 is Netherlands. Many people do not know that the Netherlands is actually a kingdom of 4 countries. Its success comes from 3 key sectors: mining, agriculture, and manufacturing. With 16.8 million people, and a per capita GDP of 48,330. Aruba, Curaçao, the Netherlands and St. Martin, but the Netherlands makes up 98% of the total land area in the kingdom. At number 8 is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is one of many oil-based economies with strong government control over major economic activities that enjoy high GDP. Its GDP PPP per capita is 53,539. Saudi Arabia possesses 18% of the world's proven petroleum reserves and ranks as the largest exporter of petroleum. It played a leading role in OPEC for many years. The petroleum sector accounts for almost all of Saudi government revenues and export earnings. The United States. Almost nations on the list have small populations relatively. It is impressive that the world's largest economy, the United States, can maintain a per capita GDP PPP of 56,116. Considering its population of over 310 million people. Reasons behind its success include its large domestic automotive industry, technological sector that foster innovation. Switzerland. PP per Swiss citizen is 61,086. Swiss banking and financial institutions keep this country and its economy afloat. It is important to note that some of the wealthiest people and companies in the world own Swiss bank accounts, and therefore Switzerland has excess capital to use for investment purposes. Zurich and Geneva, Switzerland's most well-known cities, have consistently ranked among the top 10 worldwide in terms of standards of living. Norway. This Nordic nation's per capita GDP of 61,197 allows its 4.97 million people to reap the benefits of a small yet robust economy. Driven by fishing, natural resources, and major petroleum exploration, Norway is the 8th largest exporter of crude oil, 9th largest exporter of refined oil, and 3rd largest exporter of natural gas in the world. Brunei. Brunei, a small country with a wealthy economy that is a mixture of foreign and domestic entrepreneurship, government regulation and welfare measures. And village tradition has led to GDP per capita PPP of 78,369. It is almost completely supported by exports of crude oil and natural gas. Like other oil countries in the list, the government has shown progress in diversifying the economy away from just Singapore. State has moved up from 5th position to take 3rd with per capita income PPP of 85,382, which is 5 times the average per capita income for an ordinary individual in the world. The basis of Singapore's wealth is its financial services sector, a chemical export industry, and its liberal economic policies that encourage growth and innovation. Singapore has the 2nd busiest port in the world, exporting 414 billion of goods. Luxembourg. Number 2 on the list has a per capita GDP PPP of 101,926, which is 9 times the world average. The backbone of the strong economy is its vibrant financial sector, prudent fiscal policies, and dynamic industrial and steel sectors. Banking in Luxembourg is the largest sector of its economy with an asset base of over 1.24 trillion alone. At number 1 is Qatar. Qatar ranks number 1 on the list of the top 10 richest nations because of its high GDP PPP per capita of 141,543. Qatar has a well-developed oil exploration industry where the petroleum industry accounts for 70% of its government revenue, 60% of its GDP and 85% of its export earnings.